Hi friend, it's Michaela, but you can call me Mac. Today we're going to be reading and annotating Heartless, one of my favorite books of all time. I've read this book so many times and I've never actually ever annotated a book before because there's something about writing in a book that just makes my anxiety skyrocket. I cannot believe I'm about to write in this book. I think I'm gonna... Let me calm down. I'm not going to write in this book yet. I cannot bring myself to do it. I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna try it out because I've read this book so many times and there's just so many moments in here that I absolutely love, and I want to be able to like quickly go back to them or reference them or read about like how I was feeling at the time. So we're gonna do that. I have some supplies here. I picked up these like little tab thingies from Amazon and they came in like this pack of 6. I'll be sure to link everything that I use down below in the description box. I also got some things from a Cloth and Paper and it came in this really cool bag. I did get these paper flags. They look to be a little bit thicker, but maybe not as long as the ones from Amazon. I got a lot of neutral colors because I wasn't, I want to be able to use these for other books as well. I got these like round ones with the circles on them. I also got some transparent sticky notes as well. Of course, I have some micron pens here, and I also have my Tombow brush pens that I'm going to use to highlight. I want the colors to match the book as close as possible, so maybe like this red and this like pink color here. If you have not read this book, it has some cute moments, it has some sad moments. So there are a few things I'm thinking about tracking. For now, I'm going to be tracking my heart. Oh, my heart. Like, this was so cute. I love this. And then I'm also going to be tracking, oh my God, my heart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my heart was just broken at this moment. Like, I don't want to hear nothing else about this. I think I'm also going to be tracking like prose and quotes that I like. I also think I'm going to track important information that like happens later on in the story. This is important to remember, important to know maybe. And then lastly, I'm thinking about taking notes of all the like Alice in Wonderland references that are in this book. If you're like me and writing in a book gives you anxiety, you can always just use a sticky note like this to write down things before you actually make them permanent in your book. Yeah, I waited a bit for that to dry and it's already smudging. No, I can't do this. Okay, so I found that this random pen that I have is the best one. It still smudges just a little bit, but you know what? I found something even better. A trusty pencil. You can never go wrong with a pencil, and honestly, this gives me even less anxiety because I know I can erase a lot easier than if I were to use a pen. And the pencil writes just fine on these sticky notes. This pencil was a lifesaver when it came to making notes and annotating things. I don't know why, but I just could not bring myself to use a pen. It's the permanence of it that was just freaking me out. I'm just gonna take these off and put these in the book. That way I don't have to carry anything around and everything will be like right there and I can just grab it. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. We're gonna, I'm gonna highlight something. Ah! Okay, here we go. I did it. Oh my gosh, what does that look like? Oh, that's not too bad. You can't really see that. Oh, that took a lot out of me. Goodness gracious, that took a lot out of me. This is the Tombow brush pen in 942. Once I started highlighting things with this Tombow brush pen, it was off to the races for me. I was highlighting things left and right. But if you still have a little bit of anxiety of like making things permanent, you can always use your pencil to underline things. And you can always use the plastic piece that the tabs came on just as like a straight edge to make sure your lines are crisp and straight. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Sorry. So cute. I'm in love.
Same.
I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm in love. I'm all the things. His name is Just.
Okay. All right. I don't need your updates. Thank you.
I'm fine.
I don't need your updates on the book that you've already told me about.
Okay, Alex. Dang. Okay.
I do love you.
No, you don't, because if you loved me, you would listen. Okay.
I've already listened.
I'm just... So we're on page 53. It's going well. I'm starting to highlight more. I'm still using my pencil. I'm not using a pen because we're not there yet. So far, it's going pretty well, and I'm getting over my fear of like actually writing in the book. So that's good. We're making progress. I also heavily use these transparent sticky notes to write, longer thoughts that I had about different parts of the book. And this definitely helped with minimizing the amount that I was actually writing inside of the book, so it didn't freak me out too much. And then also because there wasn't a ton of space in the margins on certain pages, it was just easier to use the sticky notes. I'm here with my highlighter and my pencil and my book and my tabs and all the things, and I'm just wanting to absolutely highlight this entire page, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know what happens in this book and I don't want to keep going because like, okay, I can't highlight this entire page. I can't. That's what tabs are for, right? Okay, I'm gonna just tab the heck out of this. And also I'm starting to run out of tabs, and we still have like over 100 pages left, so I'm trying to like ration out my tabs correctly. But goodness gracious, this book is so good. Paying attention, highlighting these sections, making these notes, my heart is just breaking all over again for a different reason this time. And now when I go back and read this again, because I know I will, I know that it's going to break my heart for a different reason again, and I feel like I'll read it with a different perspective. I just finished the book, so that's all the tabs, and I'm tearing up just a bit because it's sad. It's sad. That was a good experience though. This was a good experience. I did really like, oh no, the Joker's hat. Here's a quick synopsis of Heartless. Catherine may be one of the most desired girls in Wonderland and a favorite of the unmarried king, but her interest lies elsewhere. A talented baker, all she wants to do is open a shop with her best friend. But according to her mother, such a goal is unthinkable for a young woman who could be the next queen. When Kath meets Just, the handsome and mysterious court joker, for the first time she feels the pull of true attraction. At the risk of offending the king and infuriating her parents, she and Just enter into an intense secret courtship. Kath is determined to define her own destiny and fall in love on her own terms. But in a land thriving with magic, monsters, and madness, fate has other plans. Obviously, I think this book is an absolute gem. It was a solid 5-star favorite of mine when I first read it. I was both enchanted and heartbroken at the same time, and I ate this book up. And it was no different this time with this reread. Honestly, like being able to annotate it and highlight and make notes, it just added extra layers that just kind of like intensified the heartbreak because I could just obviously like anticipate the inevitable that was gonna happen. I really enjoy Kath as a character. I mean, I feel for the girl. All she really wanted to do was open a bakery with her best friend and live a normal life. But that is not what fate was calling for her to do. And I don't know, I love a good villain origin story because it really makes you empathize with that person. And you know, the lines of good and bad are kind of blurred in these moments, and you get this like beautifully tragic story. I thought Marissa Meyer did a great job incorporating Alice in Wonderland themes and characters, and even some themes from like nursery rhymes and things like that. The way that she wrote Kath's transformation to this evil queen, I thought was beautifully done. And if I'm being honest, it's something that I don't think I would have picked up on as much as I did, since I was noting things and highlighting things. You could really see the moments where she starts to kind of spiral into this evil queen person. Girl, I was rooting for that girl and my heart was aching for her at the same time. I just love this book. It was actually kind of fun to look back at the annotations and highlights to see how I wanted to design my journal page. I definitely knew I wanted to create a Queen of Heart playing card for Kath and have like her before side and her after side. And I really wanted to show that she was just happy, she was sweet, she just wanted to be a baker, which is what the chef hat represents. And also the lemon that she's holding is very reminiscent of the first time she met Jess. I don't want to spoil too much, so I won't get into it. And then of course, and the other side represents her Queen of Hearts side. She's heartless, as the title suggests. So she's holding her heart in her hand and she's scowling, and of course she has her crown on her head. This is my first time doing a digital drawing for my reading journal, and it was a lot of fun, so I definitely want to incorporate this into future spreads. This amnigram of the words love and pain is not my design whatsoever. I found this really cool design on Pinterest. I'll be sure to link all the references down below, but I love how it says love on the side where she's happy and in love, and then of course on the Queen of Hearts side where it says pain. I just thought that this went perfect for this. Overall, this was a really fun experience. I definitely plan to annotate more books in the future. I hope you were able to find some helpful tips in this video, friend. Thanks so much for watching. I always really appreciate you. If you want to check out more of my reading journal spreads, I will link a playlist right here on the left-hand side of the screen. Go check it out, and I will see you over there. Bye.